Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of the 3rd season at Sunderland. We have a very important game on December the 5th. It's 2nd versus 1st. We are very close to all of the sides below us, but there's a massive gap to Nottingham Forest at the top of the table. We could close it from 7 to 4 with a win. It could also go from 7 to 10 with a defeat. And that really would probably ensure that Nottingham Forest, even at this early stage, run away with the title. So it's a massively important game. Sod's Law will probably draw it and then not be able to predict what else is going to happen between now and the end of the season. We also have a number of other games this month with Wigan away, Bolton at home, Norwich away, Plymouth away and Huddersfield at home. As of yet, I'm unsure as to which games I'm going to play and which games I'll simulate. Forest is at home, so I have 3 away games, but I'm going to have to simulate one of them, and it will probably be the one against Plymouth, considering they are lowest in the table. So we'll play Forest at home, play Wigan away, and Norwich away, and probably sim Plymouth away, as well as Huddersfield and Bolton at home. That's the plan. Let's see if the plan comes together. We've no idea right now. Sean Maguire's back in the starting lineup for this one, although still ready and waiting will be George Harrison on the bench to make an impact. Jack Clark and Lyndon Gooch both 76 rated now. Max Lowe and James Justin also both 75 rated. The team looks very, very solid for the division we're in, but it's certainly not ready at this stage, I don't think, for the Premier League. But we might find ourselves there, we might not. We'll wait and see. But right now, we might decide whether we will or will not stand a chance of winning the title in this game against Forest. Kagaran into Ademi. Kagaran looks over the top for the run of Matty Cash. It's not going to find him. Forest haven't been that successful going forward so far. I mean, I haven't either, but still, now might be the chance with Jack Clark. Take that in his stride. He's done that well. We'll try and turn inside the defender. Not done that quite so well. We've got the top goal scorer in the league in our side, in actually Ravel Morrison with 11. I'm not sure who their top goal scorer is, but Sean Maguire is certainly up there as well with the amount of goals he scored this season. Slight kit clash, but there's not really much I could do other than playing myself in my away kit at home, which obviously is not really an option. So we'll wait and see how things develop. Maybe there'll be the opportunity for some mistakes from defenders to maybe lead opportunities for strikers, as Sean Maguire has his opportunity as a striker. Shakes his head whilst looking into the ground. Should have gotten that on target. Just slid off his foot, brushes the side netting and past the post. Picked off nicely by Yearwood. Been poor, actually, Forest so far in this game going forward. They haven't done what others have and committed loads of bodies forward. Trying to get that off of Damien but can't. But they perhaps need to commit a few more bodies forward because their possession has been good at the back. But when it comes to the final third, they've offered nothing so far, the league leaders. I was expecting much more of a challenge than we've had so far. I admittedly haven't exactly ripped them apart myself, but there's still time. We are creating more regular opportunities than they are, and we might have the chance to go in front now. Jamal Lowe will go across goal, but wasteful. Missed the target. 2 good opportunities now, 1 for each of my strikers. I really should have gotten that on target. No excuse. Challenge with Ansarifard. Corker does well, but it drops to Kaguran. Timothy Fosu meant to it right back for Forest here. Sarifard finds Lolly. Driving around the outside. Could cut back. Hasn't. Tamori gets the block on it. Corner for Nottingham Forest. 7 minutes to go till half time. Now would be a great opportunity to get themselves a goal to go in front. Drew Yearwood wins the header. It'll drop to Figueiredo. Up to Carvalho again. Into and Sarifard. Good save from close range from the goalkeeper. That's the first chance they've had all game so far. First minutes down the line to Carvalho again, stood up well. Justin gets up nicely to win that header. Play it into Drew Yearwood. Counter-attack is on here. We can get Gooch played in on the right. Jamal couldn't make up his mind which way to go there. We'll use him first. Ravel, Drew Yearwood, space for Jack Clark, although it's gone to Maguire. He'll find Jack Clark. I see the man at the back post, and there's the opening goal of the game. In stoppage time at the end of the first half. Really nice counter-attack from us. We take ourselves a 1-0 lead here against the side at the top of the table. We beat Leeds when they were top and undefeated. And so far, we're beating Forest when they're top. I don't know whether they're undefeated so far. Can't remember. Carvalho. In there to Lolly. Sorry, fired. Nottingham Forest looking to fire back at the beginning of the second half, and they will try and do so from a corner. And while the keeper chased after that, he definitely wasn't going to get to it. Let's see what they can do from the set piece. Carvalho delivers. It's whipped deep. Jamal Lowe heads away. Maguire gets that first and actually does brilliantly to turn that away from everyone. Ravel Morrison could really do with some support. Really. Nicely done though. Oh, you would play that through. And Lyndon Gooch is in. Racing away. He's not absolutely rapid, but we could squeeze this to Maguire. He's fluffed it on his left foot when he could quite easily have swept that home on his right. Inexplicable use of the weaker foot there from Sean Maguire. Really poor chance on goal. Or, sorry, really good chance on goal. Really poor execution of said chance. Talking about Jamal Lowe in commentary. Oh, but it's their striker that scored, and Sarifard makes it 1-1 just 11 minutes into the second half. Forest fire back. Still picking himself up from the floor, the man up top. Oh, that's a great hit from the edge of the box. There's been a lot of those this season in the Championship. Kareem and Sarifard with only his third goal of the season, but it's enough to bring them level. Nice ball out there to Lyndon Gooch. How vital could that miss from Sean Maguire be by the end of the game? I can't quite believe he scuffed it in such a manner when there was such a blatant, clear-cut, obvious opportunity to just turn the ball home. Jamal Lowe looking to race around the outside. I might need some teammates. Maguire takes it on his right foot this time. I don't know whether the defender kicked it against his foot or he's just... Oh, he kicked it against the defender and then it came back and hit him on the foot. I was going to say, pretty sure he wouldn't have fluffed it that badly wide on his stronger side. 64th minute now. Might need to make a change to try and freshen things up. Maybe George Harrison could be the man to unlock their back line. Jack Clark certainly can't find a way through and then just kicks the ball off the field of play. Thanks, pal. Take Ravel Morrison off for Ratiu. And we will bring George Harrison on for Maguire. And maybe we'll take Jack Clark off after that mistake for Sam Nicholson. 3 changes in the forward half of the field. Let's see if we can get ourselves a goal to go in front again. A draw doesn't really do either side any favours here. It gives Leeds the opportunity to close on both of us, as well as all of the other sides that are below us. It doesn't give us the opportunity to close on Forest, nor Forest the opportunity to get away from us. Or anyone else, for that matter. Jamal Lowe, battling hard. Here's Sam Nicholson. Really heavy touch. Drew Yearwood. Oh, over the bar. Lobbed over the top towards Cash. Justin does well to win that. Very well, in fact. Yearwood forward there too low. Gooch through the gap to Harrison. Could use that hold-up play, and he's done it brilliantly. And the defender's left Sam Nicholson on his own. Good first touch. Should set him up with the angle to score! And that's exactly what he's done. Sunderland 2, Nottingham Forest 1. 15 minutes to go. That hopefully will be the victory for us. Defender tucked in. Vital mistake. Crucial mistake. Big error. His first goal of the season, Sam Nicholson. And it is arguably one of the most important of the entire season as well from anyone. Sunderland 2, Nottingham Forest 1. Big result if we can hold on to it. Still a big if though. Good block by Yearwood. Corner for Forest. And Sarifard, their goal scorer, going off. Lolly will take the corner. It's Lewis Grabban that's come on in his place. Good delivery, but the keeper holds on well. Oh, just out of the reach of the man in the middle. And Grant shrugs off the challenge. Matty Cash went for the ball to come inside. It hasn't yet. Grabban shot there inexplicably with defenders all around him and other teammates there for support. Jamal Lowe's touch was poor there as Harrison knocked it on well to him. 7 minutes to go though. Time running out here for Nottingham Forest. They need an equaliser and they need one fast. So I'm expecting them to push a lot of men forward, meaning space will be opened up at the back. If we can cut them open, we could get the goal to kill them off, but still they come forward. George Harrison should win this, and he's done brilliantly again. His hold-up play is second to none, George Harrison. That's a poor ball from Drew Yearwood, though. Lolly in there to grab it. You can see the white shirts flooding towards my box, but they can't get the ball to a teammate in that area, and it's costing them here. Now moving into stoppage time. It was at the end of the first half we scored our first goal. Will it be the end of the second half when we score our third? Cross that in. Harrison's there. No, he's missed it. He went for the spectacular when a simple touch home would have been better. But I think this corner will at least just waste enough time to mean that they won't get the opportunity to equalise. Not going to try and pronounce the name of the man that's come on for Forest here. And there's the final whistle. When Leeds were top, we beat them. Now Forest are top. We've beaten the side from the Midlands rather than the side from West Yorkshire, and deservedly so as well. We were with a better team there. Millwall draw against Blackburn. Huddersfield win. Stoke win. Norwich win. I didn't see Leeds' result there actually, but we've closed the gap to 4 at the top, and Leeds have only drawn. So it's still only 4 points down to Blackburn in 6th. But we are also only 4 points away now from Forest up top. And that was indeed their first defeat of the season. Leeds were unbeaten when we beat them. And Forest were unbeaten there. Neither unbeaten records remain. Hopefully, there will be no teams above us remaining at the end of the season. But it's still 26 games to go. We'll be past the halfway point in today's episode. We will play Wigan away. Always better to play the away games than the home ones. We made sure we played Forest just to make sure we gave ourselves a good chance of getting the win. James McLean has won Player of the Month for November for Stoke, and they're up to 3rd and only a point behind us. So we're going to have to keep up winning ways here at Wigan, otherwise we might get caught from behind. Said to Kipre, Josh Windass to De Silva given away, but one back again. Windass apparently scored 3 goals recently in games for Wigan, so he's going to be a danger man for them from midfield. Hopefully we can keep him quiet though. We have done so far. He's been involved in the play, but we're only 11 minutes in, so he hasn't had a real chance to cause us any lasting damage. We'll look for Maguire through that gap and rely on his pace. And against Jonas Olsson, formerly of West Brom, Maguire turns well, and this time on his left foot, buries it. Why he couldn't do that against Forest, I'm not sure, but we still got the victory then, and we might get the victory now. 1-0 up in the 14th minute. Looking for the ball over the top to Jacobs. They've done that a number of times already in this game. Seems to be their game plan, play it over the top towards their wingers, but it's not worked to this point. And catching them on the counter again here, and again it's Jonas Olsson caught out positionally by Sean Maguire and punished for a second time as well. Only a handful of travelling fans, but they'll be delighted to go back to Wearside with 3 points. And it really does look like that's what's going to happen here. 2-0 up inside the opening 25 minutes. Great start to this one. Given away by Evans straight to Lyndon Gooch. They're running the risk here, Wigan, of falling foul of the same thing that happened to West Bromwich Albion, getting absolutely battered. That's what George Harrison on this occasion that's doing all the battering. It's Sean Maguire, but it was Harrison that was in for Sean Maguire in that game, ironically. So far, Wigan have offered nothing. They keep playing these lob through balls. They just don't work. They just have no plan B. They don't know what else to try. Maguire's in for a hat-trick here as well. Morsey with him. Take that in his stride. He's done well enough. There's the hat-trick. Sean Maguire is on fire in this one, making up for those mistakes in the previous game. 3-0 in the 32nd minute. Let's go. Evans out wide there to Naismith. As well. Jacobs cross-blocked. Win that header, please. Bettinelli's punched. It's not gone far. Only just back in his goal mouth. Josh Windass, good save. Bettinelli. Nicely done. Leaping away to deny their best player so far in this game. Jacobs will deliver the corner. It's a good one. And everybody underneath it misses it. Josh Windass will recover. If anyone's going to unlock our back line, it's him. Bettinelli, though, is determined to keep hold of the clean sheet in this game. He's been great, as is Sean Maguire. And we're still 3-0 up as we approach half-time. If Jamal Lowe makes the right run, we might even be 4-0 up. Oh, good interception. Down the line there to Jamal Lowe. Turns well to Ravel Morrison. Maguire wouldn't find a way through. I'm going to get this one more to Jack Clark. Oh, good save. Keep it in. Maybe again. No, good header away. Good. Morrison, space there for Drew Yearwood. Jamal Lowe and Jack Clark. Can he finish this time? Oh, a great save again. They're so unlucky. So unlucky. Jamal Lowe will make it 4. Jack Clark has been unlucky with the keeper making 2 superb saves from him in this second half. That was a top stop. And he tried his best there, Keeps. but couldn't keep the second one out. His 7th goal of the season, Jamal Lowe. Goals have been coming from loads of different players this season. Been really good offensively. Despite strengthening at the back, we haven't been as good defensively, but we still find ourselves pushing for the title in the Championship, or certainly that second automatic spot at the very least, even though there's still a number of sides around us. They're also having very good seasons, but with a 4-0, well, what looks like to be at least a 4-0 win here, and the 5-0 win over West Brom recently, our goal difference is certainly going to be there or thereabouts with everyone else's, if not better. Masika looking to race in behind here, turns well, decent delivery, but headed away by Kolka. Danny Romero to Silva. Oh, don't let me lose my clean sheet now. A consolation goal for Wigan. Byrne barely celebrating. He knows it is just a consolation. Frustrated to have lost that goal there. Thought Giselle was going to get a block, and there was going to get a tackle, and then the block in from Tamori as well. But nothing could get in the way of the ball there. Tamori stretched for it. Oh, typically went through his legs. Bottom corner, 4-1. Never mind. Not to worry. Ref, do us a favour, will you? Just a few seconds remaining. At half-time, Forest were winning their game on this matchday weekend by a 1-0. Not sure if that's continued to be the case. Sean Maguire picking up the match ball for his tremendous first-half hat-trick. Wigan actually had more chances than me in that game. Forest, 2-0 win for them. Leeds, again, not quick enough, am I? Oh, 2 points ahead of Leeds now. 3 points ahead of Stoke. 4 points ahead of Middlesbrough, and 7 points now ahead of Blackburn, who have dropped off the pace a little bit, and Millwall now 10 points. So the fight for the playoffs is still on. The fight for second place is still on between 4 of us, and then the fight for the title probably, well, to be fair, 8 points isn't insurmountable for Middlesbrough, so it's still a multitude of teams trying to get that win. But Jimmy Dunn is asking for more first team football. Really been able to give it to him at the minute. Stephen Corker will be the next player or next defender to leave us from that lot. Watson's now 72 rated. I might have to stop training him. Striker Watson, not goalkeeper Watson. So I might stop training him soon. Although he's finishing still only 65, which sucks. It wasn't that impressive, to be fair. So I might. Oh, interest shown in Brereton. I might sell Watson and try and sign Ben Brereton, although it seems like interest in him might go elsewhere in the not too distant future. We're at risk of losing 3 players apparently. I did offer some new contracts out. I am going to offer a new one to, well, I'll offer a new one to all 3, and we'll see what we can do. Interest shown by Trabzonspor for Ben Brereton. Hopefully he's not going. I'll have a quick check actually of the transfer hub. Does it say anything? Ongoing transfer talks. Ongoing. I just don't need him. I don't need him. There's no point signing someone for the sake of signing someone. Let's sim the game against Bolton. See if we can get ourselves another win. They're not in the best of form, although they have just played Chelsea in the Cup. Drawn with Leeds and then lost to Middlesbrough. Keeping an eye as well. Leeds go 1-0 up. For Nottingham Forest's results, we went 1-0 down there, but pulled it back immediately through Jack Clark, thankfully. Not seen a Forest scoreline come up yet. Maguire puts us in front. Stoke take the lead against Nottingham Forest. We might be closing the gap at the top to a single point if things stay as they are. It's 2-1 to us still here late on. 3-1 to us. We're definitely getting the win. And I think we might be just a point behind Forest now. It was 7 at the beginning of the day. With the opportunity to go up to 10, it's now down to 1. And Leeds are there on 43. Stoke are on 42. Middlesbrough 41. It certainly is a massive, huge 5 or 6 way fight for that title now. Well, things are going to liven up between now and the end of the season. This is going to go all the way to the final day between some of these sides. If it goes down to the final day between all of these sides, it will be a pretty incredible run-in. We've Norwich away next, which will be the 3rd played game, I believe, of the episode. And then we were going to sim Plymouth, weren't we? And the following home game after this Norwich one against Huddersfield. Can we get a win at Carrow Road?
Midfield 5, and I think
Clark.
a couple at least
Forward there to Maguire, which has done well. Fired to Jamal Lowe. Runners around me. I don't know where to go. Sean Maguire, first time hit, saved down low by Tim Krul. First chance of the game after 6 minutes. It's the man that's now in form. He was out of form in the first game in the episode against Forest, and certainly bang in form after that one against Wigan. James Justin should be fast enough to get to that. Thankfully, Bettinelli is as well. It'll be a tough one this against Norwich. They're not having the best of seasons, but their starting lineup is definitely pretty decent. So it will not be a straightforward game. Here's Cantwell. Cross could come in. Or the shot maybe. He's still going. It's going to drop here for Stiepermann. And get rid of that, please. Jimmy Dunn getting the start ahead of Stephen Corker, who was slightly tired. So I thought, well, you know, why not? He's asked for some football, Jimmy Dunn. We'll give him a little bit. Hopefully he can have a solid performance for us at centre-back. And hopefully our regulars up top can continue to bang the goals in. We are the top scoring side this season in the league. That being our 49th. The next nearest was Stoke with 40, so we're not running away with the top goal scorer charts, but Ravel Morrison, today's captain, leads by example. In the 16th minute, the fight for the golden boot isn't over yet either. Sean Maguire's going to have his work cut out. Morrison with a switch, Jack Clark underneath it, as is Marshall. Here's Buendia, or to Nelson Oliveira. Stephen Oliveira, ooh, first time strike from the edge of the box on his weak foot, flies into the back of the net. Oliveira fires back for Norwich immediately. Turns out it's not just the Stadium of Light that has some dodgy replay angles with part of the ground in the way. Thankfully, you could still see most of the action with that one, but great strike. Did that go through my defender's legs? It might not have done, but just from that replay angle, it looked like the ball went through his leg. Please don't tell me it did. Oh, no, his leg just moved out of the way of it. I thought for a moment there the ball had gone through Jimmy Dunn's leg, but Dunn comes to it, gets oh so close, then his leg goes. Okay, fair enough. I'm not as outraged at that goal as I thought I was. Rancic. Oh, skips past his challenge brilliantly. And the second, and Bettinelli holds on. That was rather poor defensively from me there, but thankfully we weren't punished for it. The first little jink away was actually very nice. The second attempted challenge was certainly poor on my part. Jamal Lowe can't squeeze that round the corner for Maguire. It might drop here for Gooch. It hasn't. It looks like it's going to be 1-1 at half-time at Carrow Road, and indeed it is. Norwich playing well, though. Rancic out there to Cantwell, and quickly to Oliveira. To Cantwell again. I'd rather Tamori was in the middle, but he's been drawn out of position here to try and deal with it, and Cantwell still gets the ball in. Thankfully, even though he doesn't usually, Max Lowe wins the header at the back post there. Cantwell. Oh, strange decision from Ravel Morrison as well, and from Stiepermann. No one's really taking control of this situation. What a save from Bettinelli to deny Oliveira. He's going off now as well, and it's Tribal that's coming on. Actually, may not have even been Oliveira, wasn't it? It was Vrancic. Went off. Oh, Bettinelli, how has he stopped that? Tell me how he's kept that out then. Unreal. Can't quite believe we're still level here. Point blank stop from the header. I was resigned to going behind there. You may have said in commentary, oh, here we go, or something like that. Oh, we still might. No, Bettinelli is proving to be worth every penny of his transfer fee this season. Superb in goal for us. Gooch inside to Ravel Morrison. Oh, but I can't get the ball to a teammate. They can't get it to a teammate either. Drew Yearwood. Got runners all around me, including Jamal Lowe. Is this the moment? We'll get it across. No! Oh, no. To Maguire. To the other Lowe. To Yearwood. Turns well. Yearwood deflected. Oh, Tim Krul reacts well. He could have committed the other way, but he was smart enough to wait for any potential deflections and reacted to it. I can't believe I wasted that one-on-one chance a moment ago. Still furious with myself. Thought, I know, this would be the best way to guarantee a goal. Square it across Maguire and it'll be a simple tap-in. Balls that up, didn't I? And I might be about to go 2-1 down. No, Bettinelli, right place, right time again. Having a great game here. It was all about Sean Maguire in the last one with the goals scored. It's all about Bettinelli in goal, denying the goals for our opposition in this one. Justin into Morrison, Gooch. And the corner there to Lowe, poked nicely to Yearwood. Ravel Morrison, why not from the edge of the box? Shouldn't have done that. Jamal Lowe to Drew Yearwood, why not from the edge of the box? Oh! And so the margins are that fine between a win and a draw. Carlton Morris coming on for Stiepermann for Norwich, but that will be the last chance of the game. Dropped points away from home at Cowra Road. That gilt-edged one-on-one. Tried to be too cute with it, and it's going to cost me 2 points here, unfortunately, in the hunt for the title. Or just promotion in general. Only one shot on target in the entire game. That says everything. Nottingham Forest drew, which is good news. Leeds won. So they might be above us again now. No, they're level on points. And again, it's our goal difference that sees us stay above them. They've conceded less goals than us. And Forest have conceded dramatically less goals than us. Drastically less goals than us. Quite tight at the top. Only 2 points separating the top four. Man, it's going to be such a hard slog to try and win the title. We've got this simulated game here against Huddersfield, which is at home. Let's sim with that team. And then we'll sim with the full strength side again when everybody's fully fit in the game against Plymouth. This side should be able to put in a performance now that they've all grown well so far in this second season. I'm much more confident of them doing well in this game than in the game against Scunthorpe earlier on in the season where we picked up a defeat. Maguire's come off the bench to score, came on for George Harrison. Gives us a 2-0 lead here against Huddersfield. It's more first team football for the youngsters and those fringe players. Hopefully it will keep them happy. Diakabi misses a pen for Huddersfield and will take the 2-0 victory. Tarry much for the 3 points. Nottingham Forest lost and have gone from first to fourth with that defeat. It's all up in the air this season. Absolutely no idea who is going to get even automatic promotion, let alone the title. The playoff picture becomes clearer and clearer as we go further on, as we're now 10 points clear with Leeds of Blackburn Rovers and 14 points inside the playoffs. But that automatic promotion spot, wide open. We've got Crystal Palace in the Champions League. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself there. Crystal Palace in the FA Cup. Coming up as the first game of the next episode, which we'll almost certainly play. Do I though? Do I want to concentrate on the league? No, I will play that game. Or do I though? Because I want to... Decisions. Graham Carey's given Plymouth a 1-0 lead here though, and as we push into the second half, we need to make some positive decisions on the field to get ourselves level, which we have done through Drew Yearwood in the 61st minute, and then with 15 to go, can we please sneak a winner? As Forest go 2-1 down against Hull, Leeds are 2-0 up against Birmingham, and they will now lead the league outright. We might be third even. Not sure. Let's have a quick look. We might be third. Championship, I'm not sure how. Yep, Stoke are above us now as well. Forest lost again. Oh my god. Nottingham Forest, you were 7 points. At the beginning of this month, they were 7 points clear of us in second. They're now 5 points adrift of Leeds at the top. A 12-point turnaround for Nottingham Forest. Awful form. Woeful form. We were their first defeat. They've now lost 4 in a month. Questions being asked to the manager at Nottingham Forest. Is their promotion hope? The promotion challenge over already. Crystal Palace, the first game away from home. Do I play that? I think I will. Got loads of away. I might have to split January. I think I will. If we play Palace and get through against Palace, I'll split January into 2. If we play Palace and don't get through, I'll do it all in 1 month. I might still split it into 2 because there's still a lot of games there. We're not looking to do anything transfer-wise in the window though at this stage, because clearly the side is good enough for the level that we're at. And if we are to get promoted, I think this set of players deserve the chance at keeping us up in the Premier League, at least for the first half of that season. So what I may do is hire a 5-star scout if one's available, which they are not. I think that's what I'll do. I'm not looking to send youth scouts out at this stage either, so we're looking to carry that money over into January, or into the next season even, at this stage. There's no point buying for the sake of buying. I can't give everybody that's already at the club enough first team football to keep them happy at the moment. Adding to that mix with extra bodies just isn't the right thing to do at this moment in time. We're having a good season. We will certainly finish in the playoffs, and I'm relatively confident that we'll get automatic promotion. But if we don't, so be it. That's the way the cookie crumbles. We didn't get promotion season 1 from League 1 to the Championship. We might not get promotion season 3 from the Championship to the Premier League, but we're certainly in the mix. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more. I'll see you tomorrow.